Good morning, students. Today we will start with the third part of the lesson, Glimpses of India. This is Tea from Assam. This lesson is written by Arup Kumar Datta. Arup Kumar Datta was born in 1946 in Jorhat, Assam. He was educated at Sanawar and at Delhi University. He was a professor in English at JB College, Jorhat. His published works, the adventure stories, the Brahmaputra, have been translated into many foreign languages. So now this story, this third part, Tea from Assam, this describes how popular the tea has become as a beverage in the world. Okay, and the writer gives a graphic description of the sea of the tea bushes stretching as far as the eye could see in Assam, because Assam is the tea country. Okay, so we will come to know many facts about tea. Okay, many stories, many legends are also given. So that is quite interesting lesson. Read it till end. Now let's start the lesson. Chai garam, garam chai, a vendor called out in a high-pitched voice. Now Rajveer and Pranjal, they are going to Assam and they are traveling by train, and when the train stopped at one of the stations, so a tea vendor came and he announced chai garam, garam chai, and he came up to their window and asked chai saab, and he also offered tea to them, and Pranjal said, yes, give us 2 cups of tea. They sipped the steaming hot tea. So now they took the hot steam is coming out of that hot liquid that is coming out, and almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea. So all the people, they were drinking tea, they were taking tea. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Rajveer said. Now Rajveer, he was going to visit Assam to see all the tea plantations and tea gardens, and he had already collected much information about it, about the tea gardens and all. So what he told Pranjal, that around 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day. View explained Pranjal. Now Pranjal was quite surprised and he said the tea really is very popular. Yes, it's really very popular. The train pulled out of the station. Now the train again started moving. Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again. So now Pranjal started reading a detective book. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories. He was also very enthusiastic about reading these stories, these detective stories. But at that moment he was just looking outside. He was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. He was looking outside, he was looking at the beautiful scenery that was outside. It was green everywhere. So now it was all green. And Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. So Rajveer, he was traveling for the first time that side, and he had never seen that much greenery outside. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes, and after that the green paddy fields were there, and then the tea gardens started. It was a magnificent view, really a beautiful, wonderful view it was. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. Now against the backdrops of densely wooded hills at the sea. So now as far as they could see, that on the back side they could see the hills, densely forested hills, and what they could see, that they could see all around tree bushes, all around. They were stretched all around. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy, shady tree, and amidst the orderly row of bushes busily moved doll-like figures. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants. Now the tea plants are really very small. So dwarfing the small tea plants were tall, sturdy means strong, shady tree. Now some trees were there among them. Okay, long sturdy trees were also there, and amidst all that, in between all that, orderly rows of bushes. Actually, they are tea plants are planted in a row. They are orderly plant, and in between the rows, they could see some doll-like figures. They could see some doll-like figure. Who were these doll-like figures? They were tea pluckers who plucked tea leaves. Okay, so they could be seen, and they were busy plucking the tea leaves. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimney. In the distance, and they could also see an old building with some chimney that was, the smoke was coming out of that chimney. Okay, hey, a tea garden, Rajveer cried excitedly. Now, Rajveer, he was so excited to see, because he was just looking at all these for the first time. So he said, oh, it's a tea garden. Pranjal, who had been born and brought up on a plantation, did not share Rajveer's excitement. Actually, and Pranjal, who was born and brought up there in Assam, so he had not shared his excitement. He was not so excited to see all that, because he knew everything already. So, oh, this is tea country now, he said. Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. Now he says that Assam is actually a tea country now. As Kurg was a coffee country, this is a tea country. And Assam has the largest concentration of plantation in the world. Now what he says, that Assam has the largest plantation in the world. You will see enough garden to last you a lifetime. So you will see lots and lots of garden in that place, Assam. So that would be a wonderful experience for you. Now, Rajveer said that I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajveer said. Now, Rajveer, what he said, as I already told you, that Rajveer had already studied much about Assam tea plantation, and he knew much. Okay, and what he said, that I already read all that, and no one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. And he started telling Pranjal that there are many stories about how the tea came in, or how it was originated, how it became familiar to the people. Okay, but there are some legends, there are some stories about it. So, what legends? So now he says, well, there is the one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. Now there is one story about a Chinese emperor, Chinese king, who boiled water before drinking, who always drank boiled water. And one day a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. One day what happened, the tree, the branches, that twigs that were there to burn, some leaves of that twig, they fell in water and they gave a delicious taste. And it was said they were tea leaves, and they were tea leaves, and how that came in origin, that how it was identified that these tea leaves are really flavored and they can add flavor to our life. Tell me another, scoffed Pranjal. Now Pranjal again, he was also interested to know that what is the other story about. So we have an Indian legend too. Now he says that there is one Indian story also. That is Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditation. So now Bodhidharma, he was an ancient Buddhist monk, and what he did, he cut his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditation. So he cut his eyelids, and 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelid. The one story is that when he cut his eyelids, there grew some tea plants, and the leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, vanished. And when these leaves were put in water, they stopped sleep. They felt the people with energy, and he never felt sleepy. Tea was first drunk in China, Rajveer added. Now Rajveer told that it was first drunk in China as far back as 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai, chini are all the words Chinese words. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century. Now what he told that tea came to Europe only in 16th century, much later than it was found in China, and was drunk more as medicine than as a beverage. So now it was only drunk as medicine, not as a drink. Okay, drink means anything which is taken apart from liquid water is beverage. Okay. Now the train clattered into Mariani Junction. So now that is a junction in Assam. So they reached Mariani Junction. They collected their bags and pushed their way to the crowded platform, and then they reached the platform. Pranjal's parents were already waiting for them. Pranjal's parents were already waiting, so they reached there. Soon they were driving toward Dekhya Berry, the tea garden managed by Pranjal's father. Now after that they moved to Dekhya Berry, a place, a tea garden that was managed by Pranjal's father. An hour later the car veered sharply off the main road. An hour later they were driving for an hour when the car suddenly changed direction and came on an off-road, and they crossed a cattle bridge and entered Dekhya Berry tea estate. And now they entered Dekhya Berry, the tea estate. On both sides of the gravel road is unpaved road, which is dirt road. It is called the dirt road also, which is only filled with gravel. Okay, not the paved road as we see on these are the main roads. That was not like that. And were acre upon acre of tea bushes. There were acre and acres. There were so many acres of tea gardens, tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. All neatly pruned. Prune means cut to the same height. They were all managed to the same height. Groups of tea pluckers. Tea pluckers were also there. They were plucking the tea leaves with bamboo baskets on their backs, as you might have seen in some films also, that they have some basket. They have a basket on their back, and which they put their tea leaves in, and wearing plastic apron. They also wear plastic apron like the upper coat they are wearing, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves, and they keep on plucking the newly born leaves. Pranjal's father slowed down to allow a tractor pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. As they were still going in car, Pranjal's father slowed down his car to pass a tractor which was loaded with tea leaves. This is the second flush or sprouting period. Now, what Rajveer said, Rajveer asked from Mr. Barua. Mr. Barua was Pranjal's father. He asked, "Sir, isn't it the second season of plucking these leaves?" "It is the second time," Rajveer asked, "and it lasts from May to July and eats the best tea. And now this period lasts from May to July, and this is the best time to pluck those flowers because it is the best tea is produced at this time." Now Pranjal's father, he was quite surprised that how much Rajveer knew about these tea plantation and these facts also. He said, "You seem to have done your homework before coming. You have done a lot of homework before coming to this place." He asked in surprise. "Yes, Mr. Barwa," Rajveer admitted, "but I hope to learn much more while I am here." But what he said, that, "Sir, I want to learn much more when I am at this place. I want to visit all the places and I want to learn much more about this place." So now what we have read in this lesson, it is all about the tea garden that is in Assam, and he has told that how the tea came in origin. There are two legends also given, that it was first originated in China. The word chini, tea, chai, all these are the Chinese words. Okay, we come to know many facts about tea. Okay, so with that we end this lesson. Thank you.